All right. Let me just give it a quick check. Hold up. Hold the presses, yo. Hold the presses, yo. No, nah. Let me just hold on, chat. Let me see whether I'm live or not. Are we live? Sound is good. Woohoo! What it be? What it do, players? Oh my goodness, it's been ages, yo. It feel like it's been a lifetime since we went on live. But hey, we back here. There's lots to get in. Manchester United just beat Everton 2-0. It's a day to rejoice. Finally, we got a game that's early, man. Holy shit. Every other game has been so freaking late, man. 3 a.m., 11:30, 12:30. Finally, we got a primetime slot, man. And you know what? Going to this game, I was kind of worried that we are going to play Everton, but actually, Everton were playing kind of trash. It was justly proven today. What a easy game. Goals from Scott McTominay and Anthony Martial on his comeback. After that loss to 2-0 in Newcastle, everyone was wondering what's going to happen, but we kind of bounced back with some good wins. But holy shit, do we have a lot to talk about? Because in that one game where we had Harry Maguire starting alongside Lisandro, with Tyrell Malacia coming back and getting his spot. We had Ericsson make an appearance. We had Rashford pull out with an injury. Yo, this is too much for me to take. So I need to share the burden because while we're always happy, there's always some sad shit. But today, after a long time, I'm sharing this burden. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jinsu's back.
What's up?
Holy shit, that mic
I'm
sounds
just like Ericsson. Bad,
dude. That
my mic.
mic, yeah. I think when initially in the start it was okay. Now it's like
Oh,
it's like
I
totally gone down the deep end, just like the season.
yeah. I think I'm still crocked lah.
Yeah, yo, check out this game, man. No, I was thinking going to this game, we should be a little bit worried. What an incredibly open and spacious game this was. This was ridiculous, man. I'm watching this game and I'm comparing it with the game we played against Brentford just a few days ago, and I'm thinking it is like just it's a heaven and earth. It's milk chocolate, it's dark chocolate and white chocolate. Yo, that Brentford game was so narrow. It was so tight. There was hardly any space to pass the ball. Did you see this game? What was going on? It was like, honestly, the feel I got watching this game today was like watching the games from the past, where we used to spread the ball, to the wings. Guys had so much time on the ball, were able to attack. That first half, you saw so many times balls were being put into Anthony, and he had so much space to run. I'm like, okay, maybe you can say his Brentford pitch is, shit, it's small. Old Trafford is larger, but man, I was just enjoying this game, man. It wasn't a game where I felt I needed to sweat. It wasn't a game where I felt I needed to be worried. And the only time I started worrying was when I saw so many chances go to waste. Now, if anybody wants to come up here today and shout and say that, oh, Jordan Pickford had like a fantastic game, I'm going to cut all that right now and say no. Why? Because if you want to have a fantastic game, right, you got to make good saves. But if the guy's just shooting the ball at you and you're just blocking it, that's not a fantastic game. I'm sorry, I cannot say. I
Yeah,
cannot.
yeah, I
I
actually
can
agree.
put my money is not on that. So, I'm comparing these two games, and I'm like, man, this was a wonderful game. But perhaps there are some things we need to talk about right now, especially in that midfield. But before we dive into all that, thank you all for tuning in. What do you think about this game, dude? You got to compare with I want a comparison from the Newcastle game. Before that, it's all good.
The thing is, in the Newcastle game, we look like we are lack of creativity. We lack the drive, but I think the switch of putting Sabitzer up front in the number 10 position, he gave a little bit more drive. I don't know how to explain it, but he gave a little bit more drive, and and the thing is, Anthony is just wasting it, lah. I feel. I mean, we shouldn't play him there. I think we should play what I call Sancho on the right, actually.
But Sancho deserves a bit of plaudits today. Like I wanted to get into the man of the match conversation. Like who played well. I'm thinking, you know what? If you want to give props, right? Want to give flowers today? I will give Sancho his roses. That boy hasn't got his roses in a long time, and I think
Yep.
today Yeah, especially played well. You should try to get your bass up a little bit so you can get rid of that vibration sound. So I thought Sancho today deserved his flowers. Why? Come on, man. That first goal was Sancho. I think he's the one who passed it to McTominay, right? It wasn't Bruno. Oh, that was quick. I think that was a goal that came right out of the training ground. My thing was, how would Sancho, who hasn't been playing consistently in the team, be able to know Scott McTominay would be there to score the goal? Scott McTominay hasn't really been in the team much except for the past few games because everybody else is injured. Sabitzer also picked up an injury and he couldn't play much. So I'm thinking in this sense, right? I would like to give Sancho his roses. I thought he played quite well. Like if not because I'm a huge Lisandro Martinez fan, right? I actually thought Sancho did pretty well today. But let me touch on this Anthony criticism. Man, I love everything Anthony is doing. And I've seen the Manchester United fan base always jump in on somebody when he tries to be a little bit creative and he loses the ball. Fred loses the ball without even trying to be creative. He gets roasted. So I'm thinking Anthony first season here, trying to find his spot. And he's got an incredible left foot. That goal before
Yeah,
Newcastle, he
yeah,
scored that
the one I
nice
have to
goal,
agree.
right?
Yeah,
So hey, anyone's throwing criticism at Anthony, sure, maybe game per game. Coach also saw it. Ten Hag also brought him out. But I want him to to continue doing whatever the hell, well, whatever it is he's doing. And did you get that shot of where he was sitting after they subbed him?
he's
Did
sitting on the
did did,
stairs.
did they? I thought
The
I
guy
was like,
stepped
yo,
up, man.
I'll tell you, we always forget, right? These guys are still young.
He's
Sancho
actually
is
what,
20.
22?
Yeah, he's only 22.
He's
He's still
22.
young.
He's young, man.
When we were 16, 17 and playing the padang, then we get sub. We
Mhm.
do that. So, okay, still tired. We don't want to wear the coat yet. It's afternoon. So we don't have to put on the jacket to cool down, warm down, sweat it out, right? It's hot. So I thought, that's a pure footballer. Lah. I like these kind of shots where they show, because sometimes those shots have a lot of emotion in them. It's a lot of it tells a plenty of story, right? Seeing that
Yep.
there's reminded me this guy's still young, they still enjoy playing. Garnacho is 18, this fella's 21, 22. It's not that far. That's why I sit
Mhm.
down. The guy loves to play. And being a first season coming to the Premier League, yeah, I think he still needs to find that thing. Yeah, what do you want to say?
He reminds me a little bit
Man,
like
what's up?
Ronaldo in the first season,
Growing
man.
up.
Right?
Ah,
He
yes.
reminds me a bit of Ronaldo in the first season. He was very wasteful on certain things, maybe a little bit more on decision making, getting used to the league. I mean,
Wow, way
trans
better now.
way better.
Way better. You back.
I'm back,
He's
man. I'm back.
back.
Nah,
He's
actually, I just
back.
realized someone messed around with my gain. So that's why I think that's why the
Okay,
thing
I
was
got to remember
bursting.
that also lah. The gain, I got to remember that
Yeah,
also.
yeah,
My
yeah.
bad.
I
Yeah, we
that's
doing,
why I switched off the
but
camera because I don't want to show you my armpit and all everything.
you see, chat. Go and check out my YouTube channel. We're almost hitting
Mhm.
2K. We're doing mic reviews, but we can't really remember how to fix it. That's how good we are, man. Tech service, tech news in this channel.
Rusty
Cousin
lah,
Roy's Corner.
rusty lah.
Cousin Roy's Corner on YouTube, baby. We rusty like Anthony Martial.
Yeah, man. But he scored
No,
the
no.
goal,
Yeah, it's got to
and
go.
that was a
Go.
damn nice goal, man.
It was nice. But go back to your Anthony Brazil analysis. So it was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Ronaldo in the early days,
yeah,
but
yeah, early days, I mean, as in Cristiano Ronaldo. Remember the first season when he came, everyone was very frustrated with him because he was doing so many tricks. He was trying so many different things, but the decision making wasn't there. The end product wasn't there, and there's a lot of things that he do is frustrating to see. And we know that what he's capable of bringing. I mean, I was watching some of the clips of him during his time with Ajax, and if you look at it, right, what he did at Ajax was crazy. I was saying, where is that guy? But like you said just now, like he needs time to actually adjust to the English game. And I think coming to a new team, coming to a way bigger team, coming into a more physical league, he needs time to adjust. And it's frustrating to see, as much as I want to say, but I think maybe next season we can see the real Anthony. We can see some sparks there. We can see some things that he's trying to do. But like you say, like his left foot, my God.
I want to compare it like this, huh?
Mm.
I don't have the stats with. Oh, sorry, there's some comments. My bad, yo. Sorry, guys. I am using this. I'm using StreamYard because Restream didn't renew my account. Thank you all for tuning in, man. What's up, Z? Z? Z's in the house. Sashi, what's up, bro? What's up? Yo, let me give a shout out, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thank you all so much. Now, this is how I want to compare, but I don't have the numbers. Maybe you guys are tuning in can help me out a little bit. In Ronaldo's first season when he played here, did he score as many goals as Anthony? Because just now my commentator said Anthony, but I kind of lost him between Anthony Brazil and Anthony Martial. 13 games, 6 goals. So I'm thinking those 13 games, 6 goals might be for Martial or is it for Anthony? So I'm a bit lost. Anybody know? Can help me a little bit, bro. First season, if you were to compare Ronaldo and Anthony, because now criticisms for Anthony, right? Who is better? I right now, I'm saying Anthony. I don't know about you. First season, if you were to compare, who you think is better, dude?
Between Martial and Anthony.
No, between Anthony and Ronaldo. Martial was way better than
Okay lah. Okay,
both of them first
I
season.
I don't think we can compare two of them player by player because Ronaldo is a different build, a different style of play. But I will still have
But
to
you
give it
can
to Ronaldo lah.
you can compare in first season though. Both of them played on the wing. Both of them played on the wing in the first season. I don't really know who scored more goals. But if I were to compare now just based on memory, like who had a better first season in Manchester United, I
I
would
think
say
Anthony.
Anthony. This Anthony
Yeah.
now.
In
I
terms
don't
of
think
goal scoring, yes, Anthony.
yeah, and I think for contribution as well, because when Ronaldo came back, then the team was already steady, strong, so he was only
Yep.
coming in as a sub.
He
Right
came
now,
in into a winning team.
it came into a winning team. He just came to strengthen us. Anthony right now is saving our butts. Anthony is we are relying on him heavily. We need him to play on that wing because he's such an attacking player that we don't have that many of them. Like before this, the guys always holding the ball back, holding the ball back. Now this guy is attacking. So I feel like right on the top of my head, right? I feel like Anthony's having a better. Ronaldo only bloomed in season 3 and 4. I think Anthony is better. I feel you, bro. Right from
Yep.
the back, I feel. So you want to give the roses to whoever played well today. Sancho for me will be one of them because of those passes, right? Second one, I thought Bruno put in a shift as usual today, but I want to give my man of the match to Lisandro Martinez for that pass to Rashford.
Oh
Rashford
my
pass
god, yeah, man.
connecting it to
His yeah.
Martial.
His crossfield pass, that's crazy, man, from the back. I don't know. I think that kind of inspired Maguire to do the same. You notice that Maguire is doing all those kind of passes as well.
Yeah. Today he was doing a lot of it.
Hmm.
I saw him
But
thumping it.
actually, one person that I think no one really talk about it. I think this one in our group, our WhatsApp message also, we were saying this one guy, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. How the guy actually improved, man, from the last time we saw him, and I think that his connection between Anthony and him, there's a connection there. You notice there's actually some partnership going on there, and they're doing quite well actually. There's some understanding there. Bissaka knows where to run. Anthony knows where he's going to be, and he sometimes does the back heel. Sometimes he does the passing to Wan-Bissaka. And Wan-Bissaka started to improve in terms of his ball control as well. If you notice, his ball control was way better. He was holding up the ball at the opposition box and doing some nice passes. And I have to say, that guy improved a lot. But I mean, looking at it now, he seems to be a slightly more better player than Dalot. What do you think?
Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think, is the best player we have right now on this team because he's not as tired. He's not he wants to fight and find his way back. And I think he really knows after watching the Newcastle game that Dalot is really not up to it, man. Something is up.
Yep.
I think too much international games and all that is
And
screwing him up.
defensively, Dalot is not really doing that well.
He ain't that. So I think Bissaka having set back, now taking his chances. For me, I think he's one of the best players in the Manchester United team right now. I'm not even shy to say it. I know a lot of us will go for Rashford, hands down lah, the guy scoring. You know what I'm saying? And we get to that injury later. Right now, I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka is saving our butts. It's incredible. When you mentioned the thing about how he and Anthony are building their relationship at the side, it reminded me of what Berbatov said last time. He said, when me and Nani are there, when we used to train, Rio Ferdinand always shout at me. Nani will shout at me, say, you pass the ball, what the fly? Then you run the fuck up in front there and quickly catch up. But Berbatov said, listen, I know how Nani plays. When Nani gets the ball, he's not going to go just freaking speed demon down the right wing, do a Mark Overmars and just try to get to the fucking end line and just throw a cross in. He said, no, he knows He will run and then he will stop and he will pull some strategy, some tricks, hold the ball for
Mhm.
1 second or two, trick the defender. During that time, Boboto will watch where the opponents are and then he'll run into positions to get the ball. If that's
Actually,
what's happening with
yeah.
him.
Actually, what you just mentioned today, I just watched this one clip where Henry was actually talking about something similar as well, right?
No, no, you go
Henry
ahead.
was
Yeah.
yeah, Henry was saying something similar as well. He was saying that when he was playing, when he first joined Arsenal, he was actually frustrated every time. And he was saying, oh, why these fellas don't know where to pass to me, and then why these fellas don't know where to run. Then Arsene Wenger actually brought him to the side. He said, look, you have to think. You have to play as a team. You need to know your teammates. So he was saying that, okay, I know that Pires, I'm just using verbatim, word by word. He said, I know that Pires loves to play 1-2. So when I pass the ball to him, I have to go near to him so that he will play 1-2 with me and he tried to break the thing open. Then he said, I know that Bergkamp is like Ericsson. He said, Bergkamp, I just have to pass the ball to him. I know where to run. I'll just time my run. The ball will reach my leg. Then he said, for Frederick Ljungberg, he's the type that he will run straight. So you know that when you run with him, you have to be in his line of sight. If not, he will miss you. So something like that. I think like what you said just now, like Berbatov and Nani, and now Anthony and Wan Bissaka, is understanding each other's game and trying to find that connection. And once you find that connection, my God, it's just like Gary Neville and David Beckham back then.
Beckham. Anybody in
Mm.
chat see that too? I would love to know, man, because my thing was I cannot help it. All right, Harry Maguire is playing. And again, I'm telling you, when he had the ball, and then like there's one point, the ball was at the goal kick, right? And they were about to give the ball out. And then they're sitting down there, they're chilling. And then he's asking for the ball. They didn't want to pass it to him. And then
He
after
passed straight to
30,
Wan Bissaka.
that was one. That was one. Another time, he
Mhm.
waited, then finally he gave it to him. He gave it to
Mhm.
him. He took few steps in front. He saw one defender run towards him, and he put the ball back to De Gea. And I'm thinking, what the fuck am I watching?
Stress, right? He's like,
What did I just see? Yeah,
please don't
he's
screw it
standing.
up.
I mean,
Please
he's
don't
standing
screw
there.
it
He's
up.
asking for the ball, right? Bring the ball. De Gea is like looking around. The defender went out. He passed the ball to Maguire. So I thought Maguire
Uh,
is going to go up. So
uh,
one of the
pass
Everton
back.
players ran close. So there's a space. There's space in front of him. The fella is coming. He can move here, right? No, he turned around, passed it back. I'm like, fuck. And then the next thing that happened, they passed the ball back to him. He took two steps in front. Lucky everyone Bisaka came, took the ball from me, and then they passed it to the far end to Anthony. I'm thinking, my eyes were there because so many times when they're playing this push up from the back and they gave the ball to Maguire, it died.
Yep.
Except for the one or two you mentioned earlier,
It
lah. He
slowed
trying the
down.
long
Like, it
ball.
slowed down.
Yeah. And can we also all agree that this Everton team is trash?
It's damn bad shape,
It's
man.
it's
How
come on.
how many through balls we actually passed, man? Actually, in the first half, I was like, the first 10 minutes, like, how can we not score? There's so many chances.
The shots were all going just straight to Jordan Pickford. It wasn't like some
But
superpower. And
I
I
have
know
to say,
Bissaka's left
yeah,
leg missed in that third minute or whatever.
Bruno wasted a lot of chance in the first half. He was trying so hard, trying to score from outside, and everything was like, I mean, today he's Bruno Mars, lah.
Today, Bruno Mars. And you saw right at the end of the first half, I was
Yeah.
laughing when I saw Lisandro Martinez suddenly tried to shoot. I was thinking, who's that? Oh, Lisandro. Oh my God. That was funny. Power in the
Same here.
sky. I was like, what's going on, man, in this game? But honestly,
Everyone's giving a goal, lah.
everyone having
That's
a
how
go.
shit this Everton team is, man.
They're so bad. This Everton
Damn
team is so
bad, man.
trash. So it's not
All
really
over the
like
place.
Brentford. I thought was a sterner test. I thought it was
Yes.
so tight. The game
More
was
steadier.
boring. The
Yeah.
passes weren't really there. It had to be so defensive. This was a nice thing, of course, like because we won. The games were open and all that. But at the same time, I just think that we can get a little bit happy because we didn't let in a goal. But this
Yes.
is not really a good test. Come on, man. Let's talk about Ericsson. Ericsson just came back. Coach is so confident. 2-0 pun, he can still 2-0 and he's playing Ericsson. I was like, Everton going to get
Steady.
relegated. Everton's going to get relegated. Now, I feel you, bro. You're going to get a couple of goals. Our productivity is crap. That's why we're so tired. Oh, speaking of this tiredness. Tiredness.
Rashford, man.
We get Ericsson back and we got Rashford out. Oh my God. I saw him pull out. You see, some of the fellas I saw in Twitter and all that, they saying, no, it's okay. Can I say this? The moment he pulled up at that end there, it took him like 10 minutes to walk along the side and get inside. My
Mhm.
camera angle showed him in the tunnel, so he's still limping. It's a
That
few,
doesn't look
what do you
good, man.
think? Few weeks?
I mean, they say he's playing what 45 games already this season, 45, 46 games this season. It's crazy. Actually, he's kind of taking a toll on his body, lah.
I think I was hoping if somebody gets injured, it will be somebody else, not Rashford. Of all people, for Rashford to be injured, I'm like, oh my god, this is the. And then can I be honest? When he was subbing Rashford, suddenly I'm thinking, who the fuck is this guy? Oh, Weghorst. I
I've
totally forgot
forgotten,
he's in
right?
the team.
Totally forgot. Same here. I was like, shit, who can we bring on? Damn. We're going to bring on some because we sub in Martial already. I was thinking we're going to bring on some youth player. Then like, oh yeah,
Hey,
we
oh,
still have the guy. I think what the last few
Weghorst.
games he didn't play, right?
Weghorst, come now, me wanna go home.
And the fella
Way.
grown
Easy
a
way,
beard some
easy
more.
way, easy way, easy way. Weghorst, come and me wanna go home. I forgot he was in the team, way.
Exactly.
Bro, I was a bit late. I was doing work, so I didn't get to see
hmm
the starting lineup. I came ngam when the match start.
hmm
So I was like, okay, lah, Rashford, this fellow all playing up front and all that. Fine, look like a steady team. I love Malasia. For me, no problem. It was Maguire was giving me a bit of cause for concern. Anthony, no problem. I
hmm
said already. So suddenly, suddenly I'm like, wait, Weghorst came in for, and then so think about it, bro. Guys, also can jump in here if you don't mind. Bro, okay, before I get it, Rashford gonna be out for Tyson. Yeah, fuck, bro. I agree, man.
not
It's
not
gonna be
thighs
a
man.
few
I think
weeks.
that one is groin. I
Groin.
think she's
So,
groin,
by the
man.
way, apparently, if it's a strain, it's okay. If it's a tear, we're screwed. So this is why he burst. Yeah, correct, correct. The burst power, the energy, all that
Mm.
muscle boom. So now, reality checker is Rashford is missing. Now it's already April. Season going to end in May. All right. So we got a few more weeks to go. If he's out for the season, please brace yourselves for more. Way, is it Wake horse, come and me wanna go home. Oh, yo, bro, how? I'm dreading it. Lah. The boy has no speed. He just does link up play. Header also here and there. Cannot even jump that high. This shorter defender jumping high. How, tell me.
I
Or if
think
you want to sing, you can sing also. I mean, you can do anything in this channel. Y'all want to sing, y'all can sing with me.
I don't know. I can't think of any song for
Because
I
it's not the
mean,
solution. Go
he's
ahead.
not the solution. He's definitely not the solution. I mean, as much as Ten Hag actually trusts him to play, but the only thing I see he can do is just link up play. I mean, for a guy his size, for a number 9 to not score so many goals with this team,
Right.
what else? What does he bring?
Not really elite, not really world class, neither here nor there.
Mhm.
I would think opponent teams when they see us put in one because it's a striker,
They're happy,
nobody's gonna be scared. Everyone's just gonna be
Yep.
chilling. Bing chilling. 我有想想
Steady
冰
only. Yeah.
淇淋. 我想想我有冰淇淋.
我叫冰淇淋。
冰淇淋，欢迎冰淇淋享受，欢迎冰淇淋享受，我谢谢冰淇淋手。We're
But
fucked
now,
lah,
but
bro.
now the teams are allowed to sub 5 players, right?
Ah,
So I was wondering,
five.
like, oh shit, man, who we gonna bring in? Now, okay, lah, we got few more subs to go to actually sub in. So okay, lah.
Yeah, so it was Martial first, then it was Fred and Ericsson, and then
Accent.
who? And then Weggy. Weg, is it
Wait.
Weg? Oh, so I'm going to sing all
Actually,
three.
you notice just now also when Rashford was injured, then Maguire was like holding his hamstring as well.
Yeah. He who came in for him?
No, he didn't sub. He didn't sub. He
Oh, they
continued
didn't have
playing.
they kept him on. Oh man, everyone's getting injured, and I know.
I
Bro.
was like, okay, please get injured. Please get injured. Bring back Varane.
Wake, kaki bangku wake. Daylight come, man. Me wanna go home. Man, I don't know lah, bro. I
You
think
guys should play basketball, lah.
no, look, man, or volleyball. Man, if
Mm.
if you're losing Rashford, the top four, this one is not gonna be so easy because I'm looking at our give me a second, let me look at the fixtures real quick. Yes. We are our running fixtures, by the way, guys, we are this season we are gonna play a huge part in the relegation story. You watch. Whole freaking world is gonna watch Manchester
Okay.
United as they already are.
I got the fixtures. Yeah.
Right. So
Sevilla, Forest, then Sevilla second leg, Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea is postponed. Brighton, FA Cup. then Spurs, then Villa. Okay, that's for April. Then May we're playing Brighton away. May we're playing a lot of away games. Brighton, West Ham, then home against Wolves, away against Bournemouth, home against Fulham, and yeah,
Stupid
that's about
Wrexham
it.
in
Wrexham
July.
is
Fuck,
the
fuck Wrexham. I slapped Ryan Reynolds. Stupid idiot. Fuck him.
okay lah.
So,
I have to
guys,
give
here,
it like the video was quite funny lah.
that was right. That was right. Now here we are playing Forest and Chelsea next. Chelsea got new manager or no
Mhm.
manager. Chelsea got a clown manager actually. Chelsea brought back Frank Lampard. Who the fuck are we kidding here right now? Chelsea brought back Frank Lampard. Are you all for real right now? Do you have, what a mess that club. Look, we are playing Chelsea, but I don't think we should take things for granted because I'm hearing people who are watching Chelsea games say that quite a number of them are fans of Enzo Fernandez. I am a believer in Joao Felix. That boy is damn good, man. So it's not a
Apparently,
walk in the
they say
park.
he may come to MU next season.
Yeah, because he's only on loan right now, so it's possible.
Yeah.
So it won't be a walk in the park. We got Forest, maybe we can get goals there. Chelsea, we need Rashford because goals going to be hard. Brighton's a tough team. Spurs again, new coach, whatever they might be playing better. Villa, don't sleep on Villa. 2 away wins, back to back. So Villa are some hot shit right now. And then
Mhm.
Brighton, and then the FA Cup semi-finals, Brighton. So then Brighton. So the running towards the end, we are supposedly having easy games, but I will never ever say any of these games are easy because with the injuries we are picking up now, on paper, Manchester United should be beating all of them. But
Mhm.
I'm not going to be that sure, confident. If today playing in this hot sun, we are seeing the guys pull up. How long when we
I
play
mean,
against
don't worry. I mean,
Villa?
look on the bright side. We have Ericsson back and we have Casemiro back. Okay lah.
Casemiro will be playing in the Villa game, that's for sure. There'll be a home
Mhm.
game. Thankfully, they don't have to travel. But then
Then now
two
that
days
Martial is
later,
back also.
Marshall back, okay, let's talk about Marshall a bit. How do you think Marshall did today? I mean, he didn't really, he had
He didn't really do
30
much.
minutes.
Okay, like he held the ball quite well a few times, and then of course that goal. That goal is
Good finish.
a very good finish actually, a very cool finish. You know, if it's Beckhorst, I don't know lah. He scored that goal or not.
I wouldn't know also, but he could even
Yeah,
stay up also in that, in lovely finish. I thought it was really nice. I
very
thought,
nicely done.
but again, I don't really want to jump and get too happy because it's stupid Everton. They suck. Like
Damn
we
bad,
now on
damn bad.
Friday. I mean, what the fuck? Like
I
Friday
mean,
the
they're losing out on
14th,
headers, huh? They're losing out on headers.
they got no spirit. I
And
didn't
it's a
see any fight.
Sean Dyche team, you know. The team that,
Uh,
his style of play. Actually, talk about Sean Dyche. I would love to see Sean Dyche and Ten Hag speak together. They look like brothers, number one. Number
That's
two,
true.
both of them sound the same. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Ten
Yeah.
Hag, like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they might be cousins. You never know.
It's so
This
funny when I watch
Sondage is Scottish or
yeah.
Irish, huh?
No, it's English.
He's English.
Because I was watching the pre-game interviews, right? When they do back to back because I think the Astro was showing back to back
Yeah.
interviews.
Yeah.
It sounds so funny about them. Yeah, yeah. They know that stupid coarse voice that
Yeah,
they have.
Sondage is mess up. Goldbridge
Where?
can do a very, very good Sondage impersonation. I've seen it. I give you props for that. That was pretty good. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. If wait, what was the thing I wanted to talk about this now? Not Martial. Okay, Martial now. Correct. Sorry. So can Martial give us 90 minutes after today?
I don't know because you see, even Ten Hag didn't want to risk it. He started the last game, but he didn't want to start him this game. He's scared he just get injured again. So I think he's kind of pacing him a little bit slowly, gradually get him back into the full game. But now, if they say Rashford is really out for a long time, I think he have to come back soon, lah.
When you think about it, the way Everton played today, if I compare with Newcastle played with a lot of heart. Everton playing with a lot of I don't know, fuck, they're playing with nothing, man. They're playing on fumes. Here and there, got a few chances in the first half, and then second half, neither here nor there. A
They
few,
disjointed,
nasty
lah. They
shit.
were they,
Yeah.
they were disjointed.
Coleman looking for fouls like an idiot with Scott McTominay. Of course, Scott going to get pissed, going to kick your butt, lah.
That was so funny.
Of course, he's going to kick his butt because I'm thinking like, bro, he didn't even touch you, man. You already went
Mhm.
down. That's why Scott was pissed. And then whole homie Gion was like, yo, he's real Scott. I was like, yeah, yeah, man. He's gonna give it to you, man. He don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. It's
Yeah.
nice to see that. But let's see lah. This next game against Sevilla, I don't know. Look, man, guys, you want to talk about UEFA League games all up in the air, man. Cup matches, you know lah how it is. But the game against Forest, today was definitely a must-win game.
Yep.
No two ways about it. Forest game also probably like a must-win game. So okay lah, I guess we're glad lah. I guess we can be happy
I
lah.
mean, you look at it, we kind of have a slightly more easier run to the end of the season, I would have to say. I mean, on paper, like Forest is okay, they're doing okay. Chelsea, I don't know. I mean, I don't know which side of Chelsea will appear.
When is Garnacho coming back? Do you know?
I know Ten
When is
Hag was
Garnacho
saying
supposed to
that
come back?
he is on his way back. That he said that there's a chance that he may actually play this season, still play this season. So I think not too long lah. Maybe next month. I don't know.
So what about that podcast where these guys were talking about where the guy said should try and play Scott McTominay as a striker? I'll be honest, man. With all these injuries right now, I'm thinking why not?
Yeah, why
Maybe
not?
the guy won't have that super silky smooth finishing or whatever, but I don't know
I
lah.
mean, he plays with heart lah. That's for sure lah. His shot just now was actually, to be honest, it was quite a good finish lah.
It was quite a good finish.
One
Pass,
the guy
boom.
just whack.
One. Yeah, no, didn't think. He know the corner there. Boom, he hit it. It was nice. I thought it was nice. It shows that a guy on formula. But why this didn't happen against Newcastle? Like coach said lah, they wanted it more. And I hate listening to shit like that.
Yep.
I hate listening to reasons where why did we lose? Oh, they wanted it more. What the fly? And again,
But
after the international
Newcastle
break,
game
you
was
see,
bad. Yeah.
yeah, again after international break, always distorts form. They go for international break, they do damn well, and they come back. You think, oh, they're going to play well like here again. The problem is when there are disruptions in the flow, this happens lah.
Mhm.
I think they came back a little bit pressure. I think a lot of them were carrying some minor injuries, and I think going away and coming back, try to assimilate within 2 or 3 days was difficult. That was what happened with the international break. That's why I don't like the international break. That's why I'm like, thanks, international break. Really screwed up the rhythm, man. We had good rhythm going in really. And that's why we had to lose to Newcastle. Newcastle fellas, I don't think many play internationals. Ours, I think we had almost half the team or more. So
Yeah, I think about 60% of our players actually play international match.
or either played or with the team, right? They travel, right? Yeah,
they travel.
Yeah. So that's why. So anyway, Matthew thinks Martial is not ready for the team because he cannot play 90 minutes. If Garnacho is coming back, Casemiro no problem. He play against the team. But if Garnacho is coming back, I'll be quite happy about that. But should we start playing Scott McTominay as a striker?
I mean, if really push comes to shove, I think why not? Since Casemiro is back, so McTominay is free. Put him there lah.
Why do you think he can? Do you think he can do a shift? Can put in a shift?
I mean, at least he can do something. At least he can do something better than Weghorst lah. That's for sure lah. Number one,
I
he
was
got the
thinking
size.
that too.
He got the size, and he got the drive. If you need someone who just really to shithouse the opposition defense, I think McTominay is the right guy. It's like how he was shithousing everyone just now. He was just going in there, barging at everyone, kicking at everyone. He can be our Duncan Ferguson lah.
It would be nice to try, maybe against a particular team playing my front, see how it goes. I don't think it'd be easy because he won't know how to receive the ball as a striker, being always playing with his front to their goal, not with his back. Wow, how do they say it?
I think again against smaller teams like West Ham and Wolves, yeah, why not Bournemouth? We can put him there. Yeah, I mean, just to see if just say we really need someone to just play up there, put him there.
Scott, bro, you really say Scotty is better playing boxers, win the ball in midfield lah. Okay, that's what he's been trained to do, but I wouldn't say he's the best lah. I wouldn't say he's the best. Like I'm thinking now, right? Because of the injury,
yeah.
right?
If you mean against teams like Newcastle, a higher pressing team, Scott may not necessarily be the best option because you see, like against Newcastle, he was struggling. He disappeared.
Then this is a better option.
Yeah, I think Weghorst plays better there. Technically, he's better.
It took a set to compute Shashi because I think I had to read it twice. So I was watching Vincent, I had to read it. What the fuck? You're right. Because you're right.
Places. Yep.
I think you know what? I think the real conversation here is what we should do is should play Scott McTominay as a striker and play Wild Rekas as a defensive midfielder. Yo, with those long legs, he can slide tackle, bro.
Oh, yeah. And he can press, man.
Can press. He can go and defend corners.
And
so
okay, in terms of intelligence wise, I think Weghorst is slightly more better in terms of football intelligence. I would say he knows where everyone is. McTominay may not necessary, so just put him up there as a kayu balak lah to hit.
Can I be honest? I'm absolutely loving this conversation, man. We're talking about playing players out of position, and we think that it will work. And I'm telling you why we got this faith that this damn thing will work. It's because of Eric Ten Hag. I'm
Yes.
telling you. For any other coach right now, if you think, yo, throw all of them out, put all of them in the black garbage bag, and throw them in the fucking dustbin. But
But
I'm
the
telling
thing, Ten Hag did wonders for a lot of players, man. Come on.
I mean, he switched their roles up. He tried with
Yeah.
Teles. He played who's the other fella, Shaw as CB.
That's, I mean, that's actually a very good move, actually, to be honest.
What's up? I think it can work, man. I think like, look, man, this is some. I like this. I think like, if they actually do try it one day and it works, it'd be good because most of the comments I'm seeing also right now, it's very hard to find majority supporting the notion that Wild Records can be a good striker for us. I'm
Hmm.
finding it a little bit hard. And I also think, and we also have to really ask ourselves why all the good strikers don't want to come here. Sure, we don't want to pay exorbitant prices. Felix all were available, but 15 million for 4 months is a bit too much. Let Chelsea pay that kind of shit money. I also didn't feel like we should pay. Don't know how much a difference it can make. Big character as well. You know what I'm saying? Cannot win the title anyway. We're just going for top four. So when you think about all those factors, putting that money, 20 million, close to 20 million with the add-ons to somebody for 4 months doesn't make sense. What would make sense to me is to the club, I suppose, was
Hmm.
getting a stopgap striker. But the biggest freaking question here is of all the strikers in the world, the only one we could find was Weg. Is it Weg? Oh, that's the only one we could find. This is when I'm thinking, okay, this is the coach's player.
Hmm.
Eric is the one who wanted him. It's
Hmm.
not like back in the olden days when what's that clown, bro? The accountant fucker. What's his name? I'm so glad he's gone. That idiot.
Ragnick.
Woodward was there.
Woodward, Ed
Woodward.
Woodward. Yeah.
He's the one who decided who comes and who goes. So coach wanted Wout Weghorst, but I don't think he's that happy lah. Especially now with Rashford walking out like that. Where the hell is going to get another 10, 15 goals for the until end of the season with all those matches coming? The
Hmm.
relegation games, bro, we know we damn scared. How many years we've been watching Manchester United, bro, relegation game? Oh, it's not
Yep.
easy, bro. Remember the early days when we were in school, like, early game, yeah, no, suddenly go bang, draw.
Hmm.
And then all the seniors and the abangs will all tell us, hey, don't think they're playing relegation team, y'all can win because so many
Everyone
of the
turns
boys were
up for Man
gambling.
United. Yeah, yeah. And that too.
Oh, easy, all go and betting like crazy, like clowns, and then come back. Oh, they're giving two ball, whatever, all that bullshit, illegal betting nonsense. Remember last time?
Yep.
Bang draw. you know.
What about
So I
Sabitzer, man? Let's talk about him, man.
ah,
I
sorry.
think
So
he
what do
did
you
well
think?
today. I think he did very well today. Um, he's always getting into the right position. He was doing those deep runs. I like that, man. Actually, I think he plays at the 10 position way better, way better than a lot of other people. And I
Hmm.
think we should play him there more because the second thing is he's very aggressive. And the guy got a foot in him, man. He can shoot, man. So I think moving him slightly further up front is actually a very good move rather than playing him deep.
No, if that happens, then can kiss Fred goodbye lah. I think
But you see,
Fred
the
will no
thing
more
is,
be around.
he brought Fred in the second half
Hmm.
to
Replace.
to replace him to press up front because Fred itself. Okay, one thing about Fred, he is a kelang kabut Pak Jisung.
Mm.
I mean, he can play. I mean, to be honest, Fred actually, if you play him up front a little bit more, he's actually okay. He's quite a I would
He's
say
a better striking
yes,
midfielder.
and he presses up front. There's not much risk. I mean, if he plays up front, if he plays at the back, because he's a little bit more how to say he's how we put it he's the type that actually just he will just rush into something. But if you play up front, when he loses the ball, the risk is slightly lesser because there's still other players behind him. But if you play at the back, losing the ball or misplacing, mispassing the ball, that itself will be risky because you end up, giving the defenders a little bit more work to do. So I think Fred was doing okay just now as well. He was pressing up front. He's moving left and right a little bit there and there. I think it's good.
The jury is out for me still on. The jury is still in deliberation in the back room
Mm-hmm.
for me with Sabitzer. I cannot. I there's not enough a sample size of matches for me to right now
Mm-hmm.
put a conclusive answer on whether he should stay. Whether I prefer him over Fred and McTominay because of the games he played earlier. He came on as a sub, and then the other
Mm-hmm.
game that he came played full game were not so significant
Yeah, it
games.
wasn't that good.
Right.
I mean,
And he,
he's not
even
a
then he was
starter,
brought
lah, that's
out.
for sure. Lah. He's
Right.
definitely not a starter. I think he's more of a squad player. We need someone that, when we have like second half, we need someone to come in, or like for example, if we have injuries, we have someone to step in. I think he's a good replacement, a good substitute.
You guys, sorry, let me cut you in. You guys tuning in, if you all can help me out, I see a few here. Do you guys think we should, because I did this a few weeks ago, so do you guys think we should keep Zabitzer and who should he be ahead of? Should Sabitzer, okay, let me make it easy. None of you all here are going to say Sabitzer should be ahead of Casemiro and Eriksen, right?
Definitely
I
no.
mean, if you all do, just say it's cool.
No,
So
no, 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 no,
tell
no.
me why.
Definitely no.
So
Definitely
so
no.
it would so it would be over Fred, over Tommy, over who else, bro, in the midfield? It would be over Fred, over Tommy,
Zidane,
over
Iqbal,
Bruno,
Bruno,
Zidane, and who else has played there? Whoever the fuck else, you all know sometimes no better
Charlie
than me.
Savage.
Yeah, so of the guys who have been starting matches for Manchester United's midfield now, should Sabitzer be ahead of them? My jury is still deliberating in the room. I just brought them kacang all tonight, some Coca-Cola, because they say they need to watch more videos. For me,
Mhm.
I feel like what Shashi said. He's a less panicky
Yes.
He's a less panicky
Panicky,
Fred.
yes, that's the word. That's the word.
But
I
doesn't he
just couldn't find the
fall?
word just now.
But doesn't he fall too? Like Fred always falls, right? Every time I try to go high
Mhm.
ball or somebody bigger than him, he's always kelangkabut, he'll fall. Doesn't Sabitzer fall as much too? You're gonna help
But
me out
you,
here,
you
man.
realize he's a little bit more calmer in the way he plays, and his penetrating runs actually quite good. Like I said,
I
when he
give
plays
that.
at 10,
I
we
give that.
notice just now how many times he get into very good positions, and I think
I
he's
give
actually a
that.
good sub lah. That's for sure lah. Not a
So,
starter, definitely not a starter.
not starter. So
Mm.
don't you think we should start Sabitzer instead of Scotty? Because if the way the explanation is coming, it's like even if not this from you, from others, it's like um, he's a better passer, he's a
He's
better
a better passer.
crosser, he's a better
Yes.
everything. Then shouldn't he start in front of Scott? Let me see what comments I got here. What do
If
you
you
think? You
notice,
go ahead.
he's starting ahead of Fred. That's the thing. So looking at it, either Scott McTominay or Fred will have to go if we were to get him lah at the end of the season, because
Wow.
tactically he's more astute, and because of his training with Leipzig and then with what was the other team he was playing? Leipzig and Salzburg. Is it Salzburg?
I can't
So
remember.
that because he was from that Red Bull team, Red Bull teams. Okay, then he went to what I call Bayern. So we know that he have the pedigree in terms of tactical mind. So that itself may actually have the edge over these two players. He looks like more like a Ten Hag kind of player, that I would say. So either Scott or Fred, one of them will go. And I think looking at it now, they said Scott may actually be the one that will be going at the end of the season.
Wow, to get rid of Scott and keep Sabitzer, let me see. Sabitzer better option backup. Wow, you all
Oh
feel like
yeah,
this, yeah?
Van de Beek, Donny. There's one more.
I
I totally
mean,
forgot about him, man.
I think we can all agree Donny Van de Beek won't be here next season. I think
Yeah,
that's it. Coach already said
that's
if he cannot make it here, we're selling him.
yep.
Not going to keep him on the bench. And I think not fair. So Oli killed this boy. His career. Oli killed this boy's career. When that midfield was so rough and tough, should have started him. They didn't see anything in him. And by the way, let me just add on to that. James Garner can't even start for Everton. Lah. I think what we
He
saw was just a
he
media
came
hype.
in. He came in just now, and he barely even do anything, man.
Hardly
There's
did
nothing.
anything.
He didn't
There's
even touch the
nothing.
ball.
So I think at the lower leagues, he was standing out because he was a super talent.
Mhm.
But when it comes to the super leagues, can't even get a fucking spot in Everton playing trash shit like shit ass game like that. I think maybe we dodged the bullet. Lah. Sometimes I also get caught up in the hype of the media thingy. I was like a big James Gunner guy. Why did I sell him? 15 million. Are you crazy, man? We should have got more
But
money for him.
but if you look at it right, I think that's the whole MU media machine doing it lah. Because if you look at it right, a lot of our players, they were saying that they are the next generation of stars and everything. The only one that actually came, Rashford, Greenwood, Scott. I don't think so. He wasn't anywhere of a
I
star player
mean,
before he came on.
I wouldn't. I
Who
can't
else?
recall it. Garnacho, it's incredible.
Garnacho. That's the only one.
Absolutely
Mm.
superstar. Yeah, incredible.
But
So
if you look at
Garnacho
it,
and Greenwood. Sorry, go
all
ahead.
the other hype, like what's that guy, Charity Rayla, Angel Gomez, and then now they say Charlie McNeil,
Hannibal
Hannibal
Lecter.
Lecter. So all this, like
Hello,
last time, the Tahith
hello,
Chong,
Clarice. And you said
like
this for
the Tahith
therapy.
Chong, all these
Tai
fellas,
Chong all
what
gone.
happened? Gone.
Juventus, yeah.
Yeah,
Hannibal Mejbri. Sorry, yeah,
Mabry,
guys.
Mabry.
Maybe. Hannibal Lecter. Hey, Morocco made it to the World Cup semifinals, okay? Don't mess around. Yeah,
Mhm.
good team. Amrabat still nobody bought. So I don't know. I need to. I didn't get much comments on the subtlety from a few guys, but I think for me the jury is still out. I do agree he seems to have better crossing, better state of mind, whatever the hell nonsense. But I want to win titles. So now I
Mhm.
compare him with the guys in the other teams. He's still not there yet. Fred can put in a shift. Fred knows what to do, but Fred is clumsy as fuck. Also, another headache, give you heart attack. Scott, I said before, right? In the beginning of the season, Fred and Casemiro will be the top. I think I got to eat my words. Let me eat my words. Words, eat. I think the best midfielder is Casemiro and Ericsson.
Yeah, man. You see, just now when he came
I
in,
got to admit that.
immediately Ericsson did a through ball to
Did you
Rashford. I was
see
like,
how
ooh,
nice his passes were?
tasty, man,
Like to
tasty.
your feet, lah, bro.
Yep,
To your feet. It's like
tasty, man.
it's like you know what, bro. I take the ball from here and I try to pass it to your house, right? But my pass is so good, you just sit in your chair there, bro. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah,
Don't lift the foot. The ball will land in your feet.
exactly.
That's how I was shocked. He came in, he took that role. Bruno moved
Right.
to the left or right, right. Bruno moved to the right. What within the first minute, second touch, he already
Yeah,
did one long ball
that
to Sancho or whoever.
that was tasty, man. We missed that. We actually missed that. That calm, steady
World
fella where
class.
you can see the whole field. I
I
mean,
agree.
Bruno has been trying to do that a lot of time, lah. But Ericsson's
I
a
mean,
class
damn.
different.
Which means if we had him in the team and without this injury, long time, I think we probably might have been scoring more goals. The Rashford fella could have fucking 35 goals right now instead of
Yeah,
28.
man.
Yeah, I agree with Junsen from the past till now. Gibson and Clevery, true.
Mhm.
The only one who was okay was Darren Fletcher, and we still kept him because of the English quota. Don't forget that. That's
Mhm.
why now, one more thing I want to talk about is we are going for any English player. Who was the one they quoted us the other day? One was Grealish. Sorry, why Jude Bellingham is a good choice for us because the English quota. The other one was Mason Mount, and the other one was sorry, hang on,
Declan Rice,
Thank
Harry Kane,
you,
Declan Rice.
Declan
These
Rice.
three, like
Thank you,
Mason
thank you, thank
Mount
you. Casemiro and Ericsson from
and Bellingham.
Shashi, Junson, Casim. Okay, hype. Sorry, you Casemiro and Ericsson. Bruno is the best. Okay, agree.
Yeah, man. Agreed.
Yeah, next season Casemiro isn't going to be into. Yeah, correct. We need to find a replacement. Yeah, this is the next big hot topic. So, what was I saying just now? Midfielder, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So midfield wise, looks like if we take Sabitzer, then okay lah. If everyone is happy with it, they don't think it's too much of a hype. But with Christian Eriksen and Casemiro fit, nobody else going to get a chance to play. Can forget about it. Like really,
But
man.
depends on who they get this summer, lah.
Yeah. So the Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, and this one seem like good choices only
Mhm.
because of the fucking English quota. And
Mhm.
that's also another reason why everyone's telling us we should take Harry Kane. What do you think, bro? If you can be honest, I know you're a Kane fan. Tell me, talk to me. Thanks
I
all for
don't
tuning in.
see. Yeah, I don't see what's wrong getting Harry Kane, lah. To be really honest, number one, he knows the league. Number two, he definitely can get us goals.
How
Number
much? How
three,
much you pay for him? How much? Your limit? What's your max you pay for him? Guys, help me out here. How much you all pay for
I
Ericsson?
would
Let me
say
know.
maybe 70-80 max lah. 70-80
You
max
think
lah.
can or not? Boleh ke?
I
Boleh
don't know.
dapat ke, bang?
This
Itu
Daniel
pak.
Levi fella.
Itu
That's
masalahnya
the
pak.
problem. And the thing is, Ferguson and Martin Edwards last time was also. I mean, they already mentioned before already. They said no, we're not going to work with Daniel Levi. I don't know. How to
So what is? So what if? What if they came with Mini Me? Let's call him Doctor Evil. So
Mhm,
what if they said he's there for sale for
mhm.
100?
If he can give us the goal, I don't think so. Why? I mean, why not? Because you see, Juventus paid 100 for Ronaldo back when he was 35. So if you got the money, why not? I mean, if you have these new owners coming in and they can raise the funds and and they want instant result. If just say Harry Kane comes in and immediately wins us the Premier League and maybe possibly bring us very far into the Champions League, I think it's a good investment. I mean, even though he's going to be with us, you see, Kane is not the type of player that plays fast. He's like a little bit more like this Teddy Sheringham style, and he's the type that he does the link up play, and he does it very well with Rashford on the international level. So if we can squeeze out maybe 5 years out of him, he can play until he's 35. I mean, 100 million, I think, is still a good investment. I mean, of course, we would love to see a younger player coming in, and then we build for a long term. But what makes you think that, this player coming in with us, they won't leave halfway through, like what Ronaldo did with us? Came in, played with us for like 5 seasons, and after that, jet off to Real Madrid and things like that. So I think, if Kane is available and is within the range of like 70, 80,
Okay, let me
100, I
put it
think
like
is
this.
pushing it.
Let me put it like this. You got a choice between Kylian Mbappe, you got Victor Osimhen, and you got Harry Kane. Kylian Mbappe is 25, whatever, so very
20,
young.
24, I think. 24.
Oh my God, 24 only.
24.
He is going for 150. You got Victor Osimhen also going for 150, both in their mid 20s, good scorer. You know Osimhen is a good header, right, bro? We spoke about this that day.
The
And you
guy
got
beat Ronaldo's record for
yeah,
the highest header.
he's quite steady. He's quite steady. He got good leap. And we got Harry Kane for say 100. All available in front of you now. All available. Okay, let me put same price lah. 100 and not fair cheating. Now my Harry Kane
Oh,
is
100. Okay.
150 also. No, all 150.
Okay.
I'm following the price they put for Osimhen because that's the only steady price I can go on. All
Okay.
150, all in front of you now. You can take the pick of the litter. Who would you pick?
Of course, Mbappe lah. Of course, Mbappe.
Mbappe, right?
No doubt. Because looking at how he play, the guy, if he's on his day, right, crazy, man. You can't touch him.
I
And he
am
got
a
the speed
huge Mbappe
and
fan.
his
Huge.
technical ability is there.
Man, this MF, he can just stand straight
Yep.
and just suddenly move on a dime. But you could take a coin, right, drop the coin,
The-
boom, the fella like whoa.
The World Cup
He
finals.
went.
You saw what he did in the World Cup finals.
Just stand
Crazy.
there. And it's like the
So
defenders who don't know went left or right. Holy shit,
agreed.
man.
Okay, if you give me if everyone the same price, then I will of course choose Mbappe lah. The guy is different level. It's a totally different level.
Really quickly, so Matt, Bellingham, Rice, Madison, and Mount, okay. 50, 60 for Kane, can forget it. It will be probably 100, 120. I agree. He can change the game. Listen, I'm a huge Kylian Mbappe fan because to me, right now, the only real out and out world class striker is him.
Yes, agreed.
I cannot really put Victor and whoever the fuck else is scoring tons. Karim Benzema, okay lah, but Karim Benzema getting old already.
35. Yeah,
Yeah, he's still got 27 goals with an assist and whatever. He's still amazing. But again, it's a Spanish league, so let's chill out. So to look at, and Lewandowski is very old. So to look at the world's best strikers right now, I'm putting Mbappe as the number one striker in the entire freaking world. I don't know where to put Osimhen and Kane. I don't know. So when it comes to a definitive answer of like, which player would you want, Roy? Do you want this fella or you want that fella? If I got all these fellas, I need you to pick Roy. Look at all these fucking things. Be a curse, be an uncle at the same time, and pick somebody. Even for a guy who doesn't watch football, they would say, you know what? Isn't Kylian Mbappe a good striker? Okay lah, I will go with him because it's tried and tested and
Yes.
true. He may be playing in the Farmers League, but he's still a mega player and a mega star, and I don't think he'll
He
have
is.
problem assimilating to the Premier League.
If you put everyone the same price, I would choose him. Hands down.
Wait. Let me see what you all got here. Yeah, okay, we got Shashi with Mbappe. Anyway, you guys can let me know later, so in the comments on later on. But I hope that we are at least sold somewhere soon because it seems like the sale is not only going to happen once the season is over. It seems like it was very disappointing to hear the other day that we have 535 million pounds worth of debt still. Which is what the fuck.
And even if the new bidders come in, if just say that that's what I was reading like the day, even if the Qataris comes in, if Qataris come in, they will wipe up everything. But if just say the Jim Ratcliffe come in, he will only be taking about 60% of the shares only. So it's not full.
And I understand because he doesn't have
Mm.
unlimited wealth,
And
so he doesn't want to,
and that itself, the debt will still be there.
I'm not very happy
So
about that, man. So
that's the
maybe,
thing.
and you also know that these inbred bastards are also trying to make a bidding war between
Yeah.
both of them, trying to say these two fellas are not stupid. They're like, you
Yep.
want to do a bidding war? Both of us will pull out. Now what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? They
They're
will
just
do it.
gonna
I'm
hang
sure
on.
they're
I
going to do it.
mean, I'm pretty sure they
Yeah,
just
lah.
wanna. I mean, if it's a win-win for them actually. If they don't, no one wants to bid, then they continue being,
Yeah.
milking the dividends out of
Look at
us.
that. Honestly, how many times today in that match just now against Everton, I heard them shouting, "We want Glazers out."
How many banners are there out there?
Many. It's sad lah to see. Like, what, do you think we're gonna sell by the end of this month? With, like the rumors said,
I mean,
I'm saying no lah. I like to put a
2 months
definitive
ago
answer
they were
here.
already saying that the beat is in everything. Then suddenly they say, oh,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
that, the soft beat or some shit lah
yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
Initial bids and shit. So
Yeah.
you know what, guys? I'm gonna put it here. I don't think we're going to be sold until the end of the season lah. I'll be shocked if May they made a deal. I'll be shocked if they made a deal in May. I'll be happy because then they can plan who to buy in the transfer market. But if it happens once the season is over, it's going to delay, and the season's going to start very fast. Blah blah blah. Ucha cha ucha. We are pretty much screwed lah. So hey, yeah, what say? Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm not worried lah, because looking at how Ten Hag manages the team, Ten Hag is a coach first, then manager. I realize he's almost in the same mold as Ferguson. He builds the player. If you notice, he wants to make the players that he has better, and he have shown results with quite a few players that he has with him. So I'm still
Okay,
not too worried, like, actually, to be really honest. I'm still not
I
too
I,
worried.
I feel that Shashi. I'm not sure if they wipe out of that. Why it will be a FFP problem? I thought FFP is if you spend above your means, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
if a
think
if a, if a new
salary and everything.
owner, salary, I thought if a new owner comes like Chelsea, they just buy everything outright. You won't have FFP problems, right?
I think
Isn't it?
FFP,
That's what I thought.
if not mistaken, I remember the time
Correct.
Kevin was telling us, FFP is supposed to be like your profit,
Correct lah.
and
You have to
your
spend.
spending. If you spend way above your profit, a certain amount, certain percentage, then all
You
this
have
will
to be
start coming in,
taxed.
lah. Yeah,
Yeah, the more you cannot spend. If you do spend above
yeah,
your amount, there'll be some certain tax or
yeah.
whatever levy you have to pay.
Yep.
And I think like clubs like City and Chelsea, so for a certain point,
Hmm.
bought players with money they didn't have. If a
Hmm.
takeover, when it comes to a takeover bid, now I'm trying to figure out here. I thought takeover bid means fresh money, what? So fresh money can come in, as long as you can substantiate where that money came from, like theirs is coming
Hmm.
from the sovereign fund or whatever. I thought it should be okay. So I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, lah, bro. I'm not sure. Maybe I read the
Yeah, this
message
one is a
wrong.
bit a bit
It's,
complicated, lah.
it's kind of complicating. I think the
Mm.
FFP, unless the FFP you're talking about is because they own Nice, sorry, they own PSG. Then yeah,
Yes.
there was
But
some
it's
talk.
different entity, right? It's supposed to be like totally different entity. It's
They're
like
trying to
two different
play. They're trying to
siblings or something like that.
play. They're trying to do some mafia shit over here. It's part of the family, He's not
It's
part of
just
the
like
family.
the Pozzi family, the one that owns the Udinese, and then the some Spanish team, and then the Watford.
Ah,
Remember
yeah.
that Italian family? They had
I
some
can't
kind
remember
of,
any. I remember the Inter Milan
yeah.
family only because today somebody told me
Uh-huh.
Brentford is actually owned by a poker player. A poker player owns fucking Brentford, professional
Oh, that's
poker
why they
player.
are Jersey, the sponsor, lah, right?
It's true, yeah. So
Hmm.
Brentford is owned by professional poker, but he bought them in the fourth division, and then so now they
Mhm.
are playing like how they are playing. I think if they came in and so there's a back to the Qataris. I think if they came in and bought, there's some conflict, but they're trying to separate it. And Jim Ratcliffe also owns Nice or whatever,
Nice, yeah.
so that's not a
He owns
problem.
like a few
So
teams also, right?
there are several teams. So yeah, it's kind of a very gray area, I suppose. If they can come out conclusively and say the Qataris can 100% buy Manchester United, no conflict of interest. Okay, jalan.
Hmm.
Then it'll be
Hmm.
easy. But that shit hasn't come out. And I also thought the Etihad Airways is not Qatar, Barcelona. Is that also Qatar? I thought at one point it was
They were sponsor only, right? I mean, the one that is more on the
Qatar Airways.
airways, not
Qatar
the
Airways.
sovereign
Okay.
fund.
All right. So that
Mhm.
was that. Okay, you know what, guys? Fantastic show. Brilliant, all of you, brilliant. I mean, numbers were like high because it's prime time, baby. We prime time here all week, all day. Look, YouTube channel is growing like crazy. Variety channel, everyone go there and subscribe. The YouTube channel for Talking Manchester, I'm going to shut it down. It's no more there. Everything's going to be one channel. We're going to streamline Malaysia Madani. Everybody live well. Everybody be peace. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Love you guys. Until the next show, Junsen, thank you for tuning in. Peace out, guys.
See you.
Adios.